Welcome to StormCloud Connect. My name is Raul Garcia, and I'm going to run through StormCloud really quick. Now, this is the login screen. If you've already gone through the tutorial, check that out on how to log in, how to register. If you are the owner or if you're portal user, you should just register. You'll be given a registration code. You set that up, and then you come back to the login tab and just log in. So I'm going to do that if I can remember my password. And here we go. All right, so when you first log in, this is going to be your screen, except you're going to be automatically in the general chat. This is going to be blank. You can feel free to type in there and just play with it. This is general chat. So in general chat, you can attach images. You can use emojis. The emojis are, this is the generic emojis. You have to, you can add your own. I've added these, but otherwise you're only going to get the regular emojis. In GIF, you won't have any GIFs whatsoever unless you add them yourself. Okay, so I've actually added my own, and there we go. So it comes blank, and the reason that is because a lot of these companies use a third party, and they pay those third parties. I'm not looking for you to pay for anything, so you can find your own gifts and upload them at your own leisure. Same thing with emojis. You can actually find some Twitter users that will create some for you if you pay them a few dollars. They'll create like your own brand of emojis. So next we have the video hub. This is what it's going to look like at the very beginning. So on the left hand side, if you plan on streaming to people inside the group, remember this doesn't stream out to YouTube. It doesn't stream out to Twitch. You actually have to use a third party tool like OBS or Streamlabs in order to stream from here to Twitch. So just remember that. This is all internal for your own groups. So you have the options to be the host. You can be a participant in a live stream, or you can be the audience. The audience, it says right here what the roles are, but really quickly, the host is the person that controls the stream. The audience is the people that they're just there to watch, and they'll have access to chat. They'll have access to emojis within the chat, but they won't be able to be a part of the actual stream itself. Participants are actually allowed to be a part of the stream, so they can use webcams, they can use video footage, anything like that. All right, over here on the right hand side, you have your role play. You have your layouts. You have your selection drop down, and below it will show you what the layout looks like. This is roleplay layout 1, roleplay layout 2, presentation 1, 2, gaming, co-op, conference, gaming. So just so you go through them, get the feel of it. I'm gonna go over. Let me select one so you can take a look at it. This is gaming co-op. So I hit start hosting, and here we go. This is what the screen's gonna look like. So you can fill in your own webcams here and your game footage, and then people can chat here. Hi. See, it's over here on the right hand side. So you have your chat over on the side. Unlike a lot of websites where you try and set it up, or where you try and set it up, and you have to look on one screen for chat, you have to look over here for something else. You don't have to do that. Again, if you have two screens, it kind of helps if you're streaming out to like Twitch or YouTube. Completely up to you. But in order to start hosting, you have this drawer over here of buttons, and both host and participants will have this drawer. So you have the camera, you have the audio, and then you have your hotkeys. Let's go to camera. You can set up your camera. You have all your controls, but you really want to set up your source first. So hit the plus sign. You can use your webcam, You can use a profile image. You can use a screen or app. And when you do so, you have drop downs to select. Allow them to load and then choose your option. And then there's snipped audio source. So this is like using the clipping tool for Windows. It allows you to snip a particular area of an app that you want to display on your screen. So you can do that, and it'll allow you to choose that particular app, and then trace a box around the area that you want only to be streamed. So for this purpose, I'm going to go to Profile Image, and I'm at a source. If I don't want anybody to see my face, I'll use that. And then you're still not set up yet. Not quite. So what you're going to do next is choose where you want it to be. Do you want to be on the top section? Do you want to be on the bottom? I want to be on the top. So I put myself there. And if I go over here to the camera again to close it, if you click the same button to close it, you can see that my profile image is there. Let's add the screen. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go, let me add OBS. And then I'm going to put it on 2. See, now I have OBS here, and it's showing exactly what I'm doing while OBS is running in the background. So it gives you the feel of how you can stream. You can use this to stream 2 video games. So if somebody jumps on, they can share a screen, you can share a screen. And then whoever's watching can watch over here, and then you just play at the same time. Audio, you click on the little sound, and then you're going to click add source. You always add source first. And then you can go to microphone. You can add a media player, app audio, or game audio. If it's game audio, you want to go to a game audio and make sure you find it. In order for... Yeah. So in order to add game audio, that's what you're going to hit. You're going to hit media. Media player, app audio, or game audio. For media player, in order to add it, you need to make sure that it is up in the background. If it is minimized, it's not going to find it. I believe that OBS has the same situation where if it's minimized, then it's not going to find the source. You have to make sure that it's actually up and running on your screen somewhere in the background. You can also use browser audio. So if you're trying to get audio from YouTube or something along the lines, now YouTube has its own block. But if you are watching a video of some sort that is not YouTube and is not copyrighted, you can use browser audio for that, and then just click on the drop down. And then you'd click add audio source, and then you'll get a little mixture just like this. You can control your volume. You can choose where the glow is going to be. You can see it actually working in the background. So when I talk, it highlights in the back. So if you have multiple people, you have 8 cameras, you'll get that little glow effect. You can change your mic whenever you want, or if you want to remove it, you can remove it. But in this case, I'm ready to go live. I'm set up. I'm ready to go. We are now live. So now the room is active. People can actually jump in and see what's going on. They can actually see on the little tab that it says live. This is what they're going to see. Now, as the host, you're grayed out from everything else. Because if you click on another area, you're going to crash the app. For some reason, whenever I tried, whenever I was setting this up, this was a complete headache in doing it, but I managed to pull it together. And whenever I had somebody, whether it was a participant that was part of the stream or a host, and they clicked to another channel, it crashed completely and it kicked everybody out. So in order to alleviate that, if you're live, you're no longer able to leave the room. So just a heads up on that aspect. All right, so that is the process of running a live stream. So at any time you don't like the setup, you can come to change layout and change and go there. You just have to make sure that you choose where your source is. See, just like that. So I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. I'm going to end live and then I'm going to end hosting. And there you go. Let's go over to gallery. So gallery is basically your image room. So you can drop in your images and see them. Now I've set this up in a carousel setup, so it allows you to scroll through the images that way. And in a way, it kind of forces you to look at the images that people upload. But on the other aspect of it, a lot of other websites, once you upload an image, somebody starts talking. You lose that image and you have to scroll up. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the image gallery to be visible. Also, you have comments per image. So each image can have its own chat. And then the third thing about the image gallery is that you have a badge for the top uploader. So the person with the most comments will get their badge highlighted up above. So you see up here, this individual has a badge for having the top comments. Now, the way that works is whoever uploads the image, their own comments do not count towards the vote. And every person that comments, they only get one vote per comment. So they can say how many comments they want. But you see, I have two here. I'm the one that uploaded it. It says right here. So what it'll do is default to the newest image. So the more people you have that are commenting, the more truthful that this badge system is going to be. So it's just another way of showing bragging rights. I'm the top image creator. So it kind of promotes other people creating more images, more dynamic images, and try and get that top spot. You can create multiple galleries if you like for different purposes. And then we have voting and events. So voting and events is basically what allows you to set schedules for raid runs, things that you plan on doing. And here you have an example of one of the events that's set up. This is the preset badge, or excuse me, the preset banner that you get. You can upload your own if you like, but this is the one that it comes with. So if you don't have any art tools, Photoshop, or anything like that, and you don't have to worry about it because this is what's going to come up on the background. All right, and it allows you to sift through the events only to see what is coming up in the events. It gives you can put your time, you can RSVP from the banner, you can suggest a time change. So just different things that you can do here. You can see how many people are going. So let's set up an event. You can do it multiple ways. You can hit the create button, or you can hit the date. So I hit the date. I'm going to go to create. And here you have three options. You can create an event, poll, or note. I'm going to create an event. So an event, basically you just fill out the form, just as you will. Date at the top, time, the type of event. I have multiple here: other, movie watching, stream, PvP, in-game, role play, photo session, raid. You choose a title. It's the title that's going to be at the very top. That's big. Your details, just a little bit of description about the event. Banner overlay title, and then banner overlay subtitle. So I want to show you how this matches up. So A, B, C, and D. And I don't want to put it for 1 because that time's already passed. I'm going to put it for 11 p.m. And then I'm not going to upload, but you have the option of uploading a banner image and hit save. And there we go. See, you have C and D. So A doesn't show. A shows here. This is what's going to show for A. If I come to event, click on it, I can go to edit. You see A, that's the title of it. This is the banner overlay title, C and D. So this is what's going to be shown on the banner. So just so you're aware, this is how the events work. So note is basically just as it sounds. This is a note. So if I wanted to drop a note for people, I'm out of town next week. People can click to see that there's a little note icon. So what's this note about? So out of town next week. Polls, you can set up your own polls if you like. The way that the polls work here is you have 3 options for the polls. You have your question, and then you have your 3 options, and then you submit it. You can choose the time that it ends, and it will stay hidden until the time ends. So you can go in, cast your vote, and then the poll hides. So you don't get to see the running tally, not until the very end. This is a way to hide what is what. It's a way to sway the vote, to avoid swaying the vote by seeing there's 50 votes on B. There's only 10 on C. So if I knew that and I wanted to vote for A and I saw that there's no chance of A winning, why would I cast a vote? So it's going to be hidden until the time ends. And then you can come back and see what the results were. And there you go. This is what the results are going to look like. All right, so this is the events section. This lets you play around with setting your own events. You can go to different months of the year. You can hit today and go back. And again, just play with it. Have fun with it. Storm mail. Now, this is something that I pride myself on because it is the only way that you're going to find an email system that allows you to send up to 1 gigabyte of space. So this is part of the reason why the servers required at least 4 gigabytes, just because of it. It has to travel through. It's not necessary for the portal, but more for the server side. So the more space that the server has, the more that StormCloud has to offer for you. The more it has to offer for the users that are part of your portal. So, or that are part of your server. So this is just a simplified email system that allows you to send to anybody that's in your group. So it won't send out. It's not set up that way. It's for inside. So if I wanted to compose an email, I'm going to hit the little envelope here, and then I can select from a list of members. I can scroll down. If I wanted to choose multiple people, I choose multiple people. If I want to remove one, I can remove it. And then I just click the members again. Subject, message, send. And then done. And then it sent it. And then you can see where it sent was. And if you want to delete it, it'll go to your trash. It'll go to your trash. And remember that. So once you delete, it'll go to your trash. You have to come here to the trash can to officially delete your mail. Then you have your add channel. Your add channel allows you to add different rooms and allows you to give different rights to particular roles. There's owner, admin, member, and candidate. Candidate is like the people that you're trying to test out. You're not sure whether you want them to stay aboard your group, so you're going to give them a trial run. So you make them candidate for now. Members are the ones that you come in that just they don't want any administrative rights, and you don't want them to have administrative rights, so you just make them a regular member. Your admin are the ones you trust, and you are the owner. You can have more than one owner. You can't have less than one owner. It'll warn you. You can also make your rooms not safe for work, so 18 plus. It'll notify on the tab. Now it doesn't block you out, so you need to make sure and police that. You own the server. It's up to you to police it. We don't police it. We just allow the capability to do it. All right, now we're going to go to admin. And this is where all the admin stuff comes to life. All right, so here is where you add your emojis. The first tab is the asset management. You add your emojis, a very organized setup. Believe me, the first setup I had was trash. It kept bugging me, and finally, it hit me on how I wanted to organize it. Much better. So I can go through each category. I can add a new category. I can upload. I can create a category here. I can delete the selected emoji. The ones you cannot delete are the generic. The generic ones stay and they will remain. You cannot rename the generic either. GIF library is on the second tab. You can upload your GIFs. See, those were the two that I started with that I uploaded earlier into chat. And when you upload them here, the emojis and GIFs, they will be usable in chat. And then you have your categories. This is where you can come and delete your categories as well, or you can rename your categories. Plain and simple. As the owner, you have the availability of seeing this, which is what I don't understand. A lot of programs don't have, is allowing you to see how much space you have. And if you are running StormCloud Connect, which is is going to use some space, because some of the pictures that are uploaded, they will be stored on your hard drive until they are deleted. So this will allow you to maintain visual of what you are running as far as memory. So if you see things are getting weighed heavy, you can go back in and delete some photos from your gallery just to clear up some space. Delete some old photos that don't really have any conversations or anything like that. You see, for me, I have it's a 20 terabyte hard drive dedicated. Actually 21. But I have a massive hard drive to support this, and that's what I would suggest. And mine are run on a RAID, so I built this server PC for storing hardware, and I installed StormCloud on it, just for the space. This is where you create your invites for your members. All right, so here at the top, if you are not concerned about who joins your group, you can select this: allow people to register without an invite code. If you select that, you need to come down here to save invite settings, and it'll be solidified. Everybody is going to show up as a candidate. You'll have to go in manually and adjust it. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave it unchecked. If I want to add an invite for a member, all right, I want to add another member, or I want to add an admin, I would click add member. Oh wait, I apologize. This is to allow who determines who gets invites, who can create invites. Right now I only have owner and admin. If you want members to do it, click add role. Select them on the drop down and select add role. If you don't want them, remove whoever you want, and then you're done. Save invite settings and lock it in. This is where you create your invite. Invite manager. So if you want to create a candidate, create invite. If you want to create a member, click member, create invite, and then they'll get this code. This is the code you're going to give them when they go to register. So make sure and they copy it, paste it over to them, and they can use that to log in. And there you go. Then you're going to come over here to members. And as the owner, you can see all the members that are here. You can click on their account and you'll get their profile, the stuff that they filled out. This is just so you know, as the owner, you have it in one spot, even if they're offline, who is part of your group. If you don't want them there, you can go into to your members, remove member. If test one is no longer using your server, remove member, get rid of them. This is your alert system. This allows you to find out any alerts that are in the place. So in your profile page, if I click on the little profile, down here at the bottom you have a report button. Report allows you to do a suggestion for like events, stuff like that, bug report, issues that you're having, or complaint. Now, bug report won't send to me, unfortunately. It will only send to your owner. Complaint. If you have a complaint about somebody or something going on in the group, you can send it here, and it'll stay amongst the owner and the admin that have access to it. So when somebody submits, you'll get a warning and show up as an alert. For me, the alert that showed up was creating uh, the member. Then, if this is basically for anybody that comes in as admin or owner, if they want to manage the situation, they can come here, change the status. Status is in progress. So this lets the other owners, the other managers know that somebody's working on it. It's in progress. It's not addressed yet. When you come to in review, this is when you're in talks. So you're currently in talks about what's going on. You're addressing it, and then finally, done. It's completed. It's been addressed. If you want to keep it here just for history, just in case, just to keep tabs on somebody, 3 strikes, you're out. You have it on record. If not, delete the alert, and it's gone. Up next is bots. StormCloud allows you to create bots and plugins. When you get your software, you're going to be given a package that tells you exactly what you would need to do to create bots. If you are curious about using bots, you can't import Discord bots. What you have to do is create StormCloud bots. The bots for Discord are for Discord. The bots for StormCloud are for StormCloud. So what this documentation provides you is the know-how on creating bots. If you're a software geek, if you're not, you can always drop it into AI and ask to make a particular bot. If you want a dice rolling bot, just drop that document in there and tell it, look at this document and make me a dice rolling bot. And then it'll create the bot based off of the requirements. It'll tell you exactly what to do, and then you create it, you install it, and then you're good. So that is for bots plugins. This is the role permissions. This is what gives all roles permission on particular subjects, like remove members, create notes. You can remove the capability of a candidate from deleting events or members or deleting their own polls. So you can scroll through here, determine what powers you want to give to certain roles. Up next is the room controls. So this is similar, but this is room basis. So if you don't want a particular member, or if you don't want a member, role, or candidate to be in to have access to a particular room. So let me start from here. This is the beta test rules room that I created. That's for me to tell anybody that's beta testing that these are the rules. This is what you need to follow. So I'm the only one that I want talking in that group. Nobody else does. So I've removed everybody from chat, emoji, gifts, and attachments, except for me. The owner is always the power user. You can never turn off the owner from a room. So you can do that with any of the other rooms you create. I'm not going to go to IP access because that'll give my IP information. But in IP access, there is a cheat sheet that allows you uh, to copy and paste the login to give to your portal users. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you can copy with the button. It'll give you the information that basically they need in order to log in. So it's a quicker process, and then you can paste that code for creating the member into a text document and email it to them, send it to them in a text message, whatever, uh, so they have it and they can use that to log in. And then last is their server settings. So this is just going to give you information about the server. So in a nutshell, that's basically it as far as StormCloud Connect goes. The other thing is you have your profile. You set up your own profile, change your name, put a tagline. You can list your favorites. You can put your birthday if you want. Either way, you're going to get tagged as the date that you joined. So the owners and admins know you've been a member since so and so. If you want to give a little information about yourself or you're a role player, put a little history here. You can change the gradient color of your little capsule here that everybody sees. You can upload your image. You can upload your mini image. Your mini image is going to be this part. So you want to make sure that you do both. Upload here for the big profile. Upload here for the mini. All right, got that? When you come down here to preview before you save it, click preview and you get a glimpse of what your profile is going to look like. So you can have a character here, and then you can see your information if it's filled out, of course. Otherwise, you'll see all the information filled out. Click save, and then you're done. You have your notifications button. If you get storm mail or you get a direct message, you're gonna get a little bing sound. If you want to turn that off, just turn it off. Just hit the on and off button. Messages. This is what your direct messages look like. You can chat. It's basically a separate chat system for yourself and that individual, nobody else. Then if you want to minimize it, this is what your minimize is going to look like. Give it a second. If you're not doing anything with it, it'll shrink even smaller, so it'll save you space. So you see that? When you receive a message, it's going to come in like this. This is going to pop up and it'll minimize. If you can't get to the menu, or if you can't get to it immediately, it'll minimize and it'll be floating on your screen until you address it. Then you can close it and then you're done. So this is StormCloud Connect. This is basically what it is. I wanted to show you every aspect of it for more than one reason. If you watch the video, you're never really sure when you're doing a Kickstarter campaign whether you're participating in a Kickstarter campaign, whether the person that is doing it is legit. So only seeing still images and videos, you could automatically assume this is AI, right? Anybody can do something in AI and tell you that they did this, and then take your money and then leave. This is my app. This is what I built. I can click off and on and let you know it's working. This is my app. So there you go, StormCloud Connect. I hope you enjoy it. Back it, build your own community, get going, and have fun.